Grand Rising, everyone. It's Empress Jennifer here. It's about 9:41 where I am, the day after what we call, or what they call, Christmas. Every day is a day that the Creator allows us to see. Hopefully, it will be accompanied by new things, new adventures, new perspectives, new ways of doing things in the upright positivity. Because I was just sitting here thinking, um, what would cause Judas Iscariot, that's what they called him in the Bible, that betrayed Yeshua, as I am being betrayed over and over and over. And why I say it like that is because when we put religion in it, anyway, when we put religion in it, and then I reflect on when Yeshua went into the temple, they call it the temple, we call it the church, and they were doing all kind of nefarious things, and he turned the table over and said, "You have turned my temple into a house of thieves," just doing nefarious things that we see people do on the street. And when we go to church, we do go there to fellowship, to meet others, to learn, right? To learn something. I don't know why my um, phone stopped like that in mid thing. But anyway, I guess my manipulator is trying to manipulate my facial features, or just manipulate my video, period. Um, like I say, when we go to what we call the house of the Lord, to the church, the Bible referred it sometimes as the temple. Um, we are to present our bodies as living sacrifices to the Almighty, who created us and allowed us once again to see this day. This day is brand new to everyone that is living today, because we were unaware when we went to sleep or whatever we were doing on yesterday that we will be allowed to see this day. So when people, everyone has a spirit, right? So when you see, like, the movie Exorcist, I did see it when I was young. I don't think that was a good idea, but I did see that movie. That movie is very it can really put, it can affect your mental. So please do not let a child look at it too young, like my parental figure allowed me to watch it. As a matter of fact, you really don't need to watch it. Okay, I got eyes everywhere now. I know, a city sheriff just pulled up by me, and then someone just walked where I'm located to look at me. But anyway, nevertheless, I'm making a video. I'm talking to my audience on my YouTube channel. That is, if my phone manipulator, the one who keep shadow banding my channel, and then try to make her channel blow up by using my content and putting her spin on it. Anyway, nevertheless, um, my parental figures who stole from me, they are a part of what we call the church. Now, the people of the church, some of them who gossip, look at what she's wearing. Did she come to church dressed like that? When, if we go back to the Bible, it says, "Come as you are, so that I may clean you up, to build you up," right? So I am who I am. You are who you are. The universe sees us all, and universal law, Mayat law, they hold us accountable for everything that we do, that we say, which that would be, our creator who created this beautiful universe that we all share together. And again, I know that there are some scrolls, some important messages from spirit that have been hindered or blocked or removed, so that, oh, here's the noise campaign, so that many would not know the truth, right? So spirit helped me to stay on track. That noise, I'm trying to get off track, all these, because I think about how I'm under, or let's say in the church, if you're my pastoral, if you're a member of my church, and yeah, I do agree that the minister, the congregation, um, if there is a in your congregation really suffering, really doing then the past, I think there's balance, right? Pastor should be, you know, blessed by this. Now back to those parental figures. Now, if I was stolen or somehow there was some type of contract made over my life to use some type of scapegoat to condemn life so that they flourish, so that they could forever use my energy while I stay in misery, in poverty, and yet they are the church, maybe even a part of the pastoral team. Hypocrisy, right? Of course it is. Because if what we call Satan, right? If I am not out here killing, if I'm not out here, if I'm not out here destroying another life, why would I find it that you are the very one that stand in a pulpit, attend a church? You are the very one that is doing that to me and to others. Why is that? How does that show the true manifestation of greater is he that is in me than he that is of this world? Meaning the parable that Satan got kicked out of the will of the Creator for trying to overthrow the Creator's power and authority. So, anyway, the spirit of a man. That's why I'm more spiritual than saying that I am religious. I believe there is a creator. I do believe in Yeshua. I do believe in the Holy Spirit. I do believe that there is a enmity spirit that is against the creator and his creation that has infected some to act in a manner that is unseemingly. That's why I say the church is like a meeting. You come there, you meet, you greet, and hopefully you don't have something sinister on your mind when you sit there and you talk and you share things with one another, not knowing the hearer or the person that you're talking to may be one of those thieves, robbers, one who wants your loot, one who is not there representing the Creator, who I believe when he told the parable to Adam and Eve, go, cultivate, procreate, right? So he let them be to till the ground, manage their affairs uprightly until, you know, the slickster came in and said you could be just like your creator, the master, the teacher of us all, or he wanted them to try to overtake the creator. That's what I think, because Satan was already kicked out because he was trying to do that very thing, right? He was trying to become more powerful than his creator. So I don't want people to be discouraged in doing the right thing. But as I sit here and I say this, I'm like, okay, if there are mandates on this earth, there are entities on this earth, right? We have judicial system, we have police departments, but yet the very thing, the governmental sector of our world as we know it, is very corrupt because of individuals who have a spirit. What type of spirit do they carry? Is it upright? Is it downtrodden? So therefore, they want what they want. They don't care how they get it. They don't care how they abuse you. They don't care about the laws that's on the books, on the legal books that we all know about. So yet they break the law to become their own law, to infiltrate and impede their law of what they want into your life, not the laws on the book. Because Malcolm X said it best: you have enough laws on your book already. It only is a problem when you don't enforce those same laws when they are broken. So the church, you come together to sit, to fellowship, to maybe express your concerns of what may be going on in your family, not knowing that some of them, like my family, are only there to hear, to hinder, to block, and even stop you. Meaning even take your life if they can, as they have tried with me many, many times over. They have lied about where I came from and whom I was conceived from. And yet there are some of you who know this truth. And yet I wait after going to my local law enforcement, national law enforcement, hoping that one day the judicial court system that is supposed to protect and serve the ones that say we are here to uphold the law, and yet my family and others, not excluding some law officials in every sector. As a matter of fact, in every sector of government, because a hospital is governmental. Because if you come there and something is not right, they also call law enforcement. They call child support, child protective services, or they call someone from a clergy sector, the church. So a hospital is governmental, right? Our educational system is governmental because they are programming, teaching, indoctrinating their system, whatever it is. That's why it's very important that if you are in a family, they are a good family, they are teaching you the right of way, not to abuse or try to dominate another two sheep, because kangaroo on their two legs, but human, not animal, but human, to dominate another human. Let's learn our mind that the Most High gave us, hopefully in a productive way, not in a sinister way. And we all know the word of sinister would, be like illegal, deadly, forcibly. Only thing that seems to me that needs to be forced is when you're not doing the right thing. Like, I have so many people coming after me, and some even work in governmental sectors. Now let's make sense of this. Why are you doing that? Why would you go with a rumor, but yet you see no evidence of it? And yet you still pursue, continue lie. And I'm just asking that everyone pay attention to whom is speaking to you. I mean, if someone came up to you and say blah 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 about someone, because I mean there's possibly a classmate who's trying to take my instance, in a little video of Elon to this woman robot. And I thought I in past said that there was someone trying to make a robot of me, or just try to be me so that they could pull off this heist, which is ridiculous. I mean, robotic things are nice, but when you want to use it in that manner to clone, I mean, what's the point in cloning something? What is the point? If we are to procreate and that animal has procreated, right? Then why are you cloning it? Why are you trying to clone people? I mean, are you trying to get rid of the real person? Because you can control the clone because that's man-made. Why are we see that? To me, that's kind of sinister. You know? Why are we cloning things? The grass reproduces itself if you feed it the proper nutrients, the cultivation. The food will grow when you cultivate it. We will continue to live until God, your time is up here. And then if we, do things with simple bodies, put things in it, we can flourish. But all this cloning, all AI, create a look-alike. Why? What are you doing for? I mean, because if you create a look-alike, what purpose when original until let's take here. You're going to have a charade party where if this person has wealth and fortune, can continue to get it because we have a clone that emulates the original. I mean, why are we doing that, scientists? Trying to create double thing. Like I said, back to Elizabeth Bartholomew, her and her husband, back in their day, they were the tax collector, the judge, the jury. Anyone who had property must come to them, sign their deed, and they hold their deed in their office, right? So when she began to leave the peasant people alone and then go to the people that were considered of some type of status and get their children who would obtain substance after parents, She murdered them. Now, why is that? Because their office held all the deeds. So when you make a duplicate of something, why are you doing that? I am who I am. There's no other me. Although you may try to make a duplicate of me, but what is your point of doing that? Why not consider the homeless people who are out here on the street? Did y'all make a double of them? Because I know some of them are probably like me, have been stolen from. And so it's better for you to kick them out of normal society and put them out on the street so you can continue to steal their loot and live off of them while they're in misery. I mean, that's the only way I could perceive. Why are you trying to make a duplicate of somebody when it clearly see, I think, some people are, if they have plastic surgery, somebody that look similar to you, but yet we have scientists trying to clone human beings. Why are you trying to? Why do we have a number called Social Security? Your Social Security number. Why is that? Because you're able to look and see where you're connected, your lineage, your assets, your wealth. So then you sit up here, and if, like me, where my family lied, stole my loot, out on the streets, that they should live this good life, and then allowed the men that they sent me to date to also steal, to create whole families, and then the wife is mad at me. Why? Your husband is living a lie. You're living a lie. You know that money or assets don't belong to you, and you're mad at me because now the truth is out, and now the courts, the judicial system should make this wrong right. Hypocrisy, the spirit of a man. What is your spirit? Tainted, foul, rotten, disgraceful? Or do you speak truth? Do you stand up for what's right, honorable, truth? Figure out what spirit you carry, because surely the universe is writing it down. You know that Santa Claus fairy tale? No, it's universe. Universe is making a list. They check it twice. They find out who's naughty or nice, because that karma that you dished out surely will come back to you in some form or another. Yeah, that's who the real Santa is, the universe, who sees all. Whether the other human being that you are trying to hurt, harm, or delete or dispose of knows, or you have conquered deleting them. The universe has not forgotten about that. And whether in your lifetime is done, or whether in your first generation, or the second generation, or the third generation is affected, it is definitely going to pay for what you have done. So, anyway, Sandra, it's really time for you to give me my things. Stop telling a lie. Stop using the church as you are not a dignified person. Your son, while living with him, when that VA representative came over and she mentioned something about his chart, whether or not he wanted to have some type of mental health care, because she said something very profound in his chart. And I will not violate HIPAA violations, but you know what she said, bro. And now that you and others have come up against me, I do believe that what she said is correct. You need to go have your head examined. The FBI need to look at you all's chart, your mental health, because you lied on mine. All the things that you have done, and yet I am still in my right mind. And yet your spirit is still tainted. And this camouflage that you're trying to pull over the eyes of the masses, I want the universe to peel it off so we can see. What was that movie where when they put on the glasses, they could really see who a person was? Yeah, I want the universe to pull the veil off the eyes. Is it what they call the scales? Most High, remove the scales off my eyes, our eyes, so we can really see the spirit of a man. Because I do know that there is good and evil, and it's always going to be here. But if we're going to have good and evil, and we're going to have a court system that's supposed to uphold good, balance, protection, then do that. Or else, why are you existing? Why are you here if we cannot get true justice for people who are breaking the law that you have created? Anyway, everyone, just examine your spirit. Are you doing right by someone? When you do something to someone, do you feel good about it? Some of us do, because I know that bro, because of his mental state that he refuses to accept and get medication for. Yeah, you probably would think that you're doing right. But deep down, you're looking over your shoulder. You know how they say when you do wrong, you are looking over your shoulder, because there was a quote that he would always mention when he was talking to his crazy mother. Well, if I make it through this, you're always living on the if factor. But if you do the right thing, the universe will bring right back to you. So if you do the wrong thing, then something is going to go wrong. Period. So anyway, everybody, enjoy your day.